Ham Radio Prep is the fastest and most effective program to study for your ham radio license. Our complete multimedia course makes it easy to pass the ham radio license test, even if you're a beginner. Study at your own pace with 10 step-by-step lessons that are simple to understand and cover all of the official FCC questions. Take our course and you'll pass the exam on your first try or your money back, guaranteed. Begin your journey to becoming a licensed ham radio operator.
Transition. There we go. Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. Ham Radio 2.0 Lunchtime Livestream. And yeah, that looks good. Micro's over there today, because that mic over there is on the keypad. So y'all let me know how that sounds. Where did my chat go? There it is. Okay. Yeah, y'all let me know how that sounds. Move my mouse out of the way. I hope Kyle's happy. Thanks for joining us today. It was a fantastic time at the Huntsville Hamfest last weekend. We got home about 10 o'clock Monday night. So I spent most of the day yesterday getting caught up on emails, caught up on shipping stuff from the website. I did some editing updates to videos. I got I did those daily vlog style videos while I was at the Hamfest, and I fell behind because the internet on top of that mountain up there at Montesano just is completely crap. So I couldn't, I had 2 videos that I couldn't really get uploaded while I was there. So those 2 are uploaded now. One of them went live yesterday. Another one, the final video from the Hamfest, will go live this evening, and then we'll be back to our normal schedule. Tonight I leave for the Overland Expo Mountain Show in Colorado, just north of Denver. I forget the name of the town up there. But I'm leaving for that tonight, and we will be headed up there and spending the weekend there, and I'll be home. I'll start heading home on Sunday. So, but I won't be home Sunday in time to do my regular live stream. Now I might still do something that night. I might still do live stream or something that night. But normally I would be doing my monthly giveaway on that evening, and I'm not doing that from the vehicle or from a campsite or something, or wherever we're doing that. So there's still time to sign up for this August hotspot giveaway. When I ordered the OpenSpot 4, they told me that it would ship by August 20th. Today's the 24th. It has not shipped yet, or at least I haven't gotten notification of it shipping yet. They sent me an email when I ordered the last one, so it might be a little bit delayed. But, we still got another week before the drawing, and then hopefully it'll ship sometime in the week, and then once I get it, I will ship it out to everybody, or to the winner. Not to everybody, but to the winner. So so you can sign up for that right there. I just shared a link in the chat. We're probably going to do the giveaway live stream on Monday of next week. So more to come on that later. Let me, keep watching everything. Sign up for the email list, and I'll keep everyone posted on that. I'm trying to read the chat right now. Let me give a shout out to Andy Cowley, Pat, WA7PBE, N4VKF, K4HEF, Adam AA0AM, and all of the other, there's Bill KL7TC, all of the other YouTube channel members, those of you with green, your text, your name is green, in green text, that's what I'm trying to say. Your name is in green text in the chat. I appreciate you guys being here and supporting the channel as you do. Thank you for your generosity. So, and AM Rad Podcast, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Appreciate that. And thank you for joining us today. So, we're going to do some more CW. And I'm going to get through this. I'm going to try to get through this 2-letter state and territory abbreviation list. Now, this includes, I was going through it a minute ago before I started the camera. This includes Guam. It includes Northern Mariana Islands. Charlie Mike is their abbreviation. I'm not even sure where that is. I knew about Guam, of course. It includes Puerto Rico, as it should. And includes something called Trusted Territories. I'm not even sure what that is. And it does not include it includes Virgin Islands as one entity. So there's a U.S. Virgin Islands and a British Virgin Islands. Obviously, the U.S. Virgin Islands is the one that's a U.S. territory. So it just has Virgin Islands, which is VI. So it has a few more than I was expecting 50. There's actually like 54 or something like that here. So, but that's okay because it includes Washington, D.C. also. So that's 51. So I'm going to go through those. And I did the first row of them, and I'm like, oh, gosh, I suck. So, but we were sitting around the table at Montesano, I think on Sunday night. I think it was Sunday night. It might have been Saturday night. I'm pretty sure it was Sunday night. We were sitting around the table, and one of the guys had out their Elecraft KX3, and apparently you can turn the power, and I had forgotten this. You can turn the power all the way down to 0 on that one, and then transmit with it, and not have to worry about hooking up an antenna because you're outputting 0 watts. So you can sit there and fiddle with the CW key and practice, and it has a decoder on the screen, which I knew that. I forgot about the power turn down part. So I'm like, that's a great idea. Maybe I'll do that next time. And I walk up to the radio, and N8YO, which those of you who know him, he's a fantastic CW operator. He's sitting there next to the radio. And I think it was Matt's radio, but I can't remember. I walked up to the radio, and I grabbed the key, and I went, and I tapped out my call sign, and Mike looks at me, and he's like, wow, you've been practicing. I'm like, well, that's basically all I can send. But yeah, sure, I've been practicing. So I thought that was funny. I got a kick out of that. N8YO gave me props for doing CW. You've pretty much made it in life when N8YO says, hey, that's pretty good as far as CW goes. Anyway, that's my opinion. That's my claim to fame for the weekend, and I enjoyed that story. Oh. I should. Those of you who saw my video yesterday, are you bringing the 2 ladies from the Hamfest on for CW? LOL. I certainly should. That video I posted last night had 2 young ladies. Probably, I don't know. I don't know who they were or how old they were, but they couldn't have been older than 12 or 12, maybe 14, something like that. And they were just hammering it at the N3ZN table. Just, and I looked at the camera and I said, I'm kind of ashamed of myself right now. That was funny. But yeah, they were doing quite well. No doubt about that. All right. Kyle. Next year I'm hitting Hardee's and to pick up the hamburger for Electra they never gave me. Still burns me. Kyle went to pick up food for us at the pavilion at lunchtime on Friday, and I said, hey, grab me just a plain old hamburger. I'll give it to Electra. And he said, sure. So he ordered it and paid for it, and it's on his receipt, and they forgot to put it in the bag. So he was complaining about that. Don't worry about it, Kyle. It's all good. I paid for a burger for the Pooch and Jason, and they stiffed me. Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. I thought that was somebody else I was reading. So, yeah. So, great time, everybody, at Huntsville. We're already talking about booking the campsites. I think several cabins are already booked. So, if you're planning on booking a cabin, now might be the time. I think there's people already booking cabins for next year. So, yeah. Good show. Looking forward to next year. Already making plans. So put that on your calendar. August 19th and 20th. Shane is correct. August 19th and 20th for 2023 Huntsville Hamfest. It's always I believe it's always the third weekend of August every year. So that is where that is. So bump. Let's go. Okay. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to get this state abbreviated thing up. Make sure I have this in the right spot. And go there and go... Nope, that's the wrong one. Go there. Back there. Okay. Now, if I unmute that microphone... I got a little bit... Again, this is the microphone. This is my spare mic that I keep up there. And I've got my main mic on the key right now, so I'm hoping the audio sounds better than it did last time, because that lapel mic that I have which is right. Oh, there it is. That lapel mic that I have tends to pick up more background noise than it should, so I'm not using that today. I'll use that for something else later. But you got somebody. So let me know how that sounds. And if there's a lot of, let me know if there's a lot of background noise. If there is, and I can turn the air conditioner down. But that should be, I think that should be okay. Okay. Nope. Okay, so that right there, that should be okay right there. Audio's great. Michael says, Sideband Samurai says, sounds good to me. Sounds good on this end. From Twitch. Thank you for joining from Twitch. All right, so we're just going to go through the state codes here. I'm going to mess up a bunch of them, but that's what learning is all about, is practicing. I figured out really quickly that I need to practice L and F, because L is, nope, see, messed it up. That's L, and F is that. So yeah, I could turn the speed down on my key. I could go like this. I could go something like, maybe not that slow. Nope. F. L. I could turn that down. That, first of all, that's mind-numbingly boring to turn it down that slow. Second of all, I want to try to learn it at a faster speed, because you don't want to learn. I don't know what that does. You don't want to learn at a slow speed and go up from there. You want to learn around 10 or 15 minutes. This is actually, I think that this is pretty close. I've been listening to those videos from Kurt Zogelman at 20 words a minute. So my spacing is not 20 words a minute, but my keying is maybe 17 to 20, somewhere between 17 and 20 words a minute. So Aaron Linderman, thank you for the super chat, $5 super chat. I am using this is the same key I've used on the past streams. Let me turn that here. You guys can see that a little bit better. This is a practice key. So this is my Heathkit practice key that just makes noise. So that's what that is. The key that I will be using on my radio is this N3ZN ZL2 Lite. It has a 3.5 millimeter plug on it, and I will be using that on a radio very soon, hopefully very soon. That's the one I'm going to plug in. I don't have the little key that fits on the bottom of the KX3, but you can plug in an external key to a KX3. So that's what I'm going to be using for that when I go to tinker around with the KX3. So there's that right there. All right, let's see. Straight key, or definitely a paddle. Yeah. So somebody asked what key I was using. Aaron Lindemann asked what key I was using, and then several of you did. So that's what it is right there. Okay, so. All right, CQ. There we go. Getting pretty good at my call sign, if I do say so myself. But anything beyond that, it's about, you know what? It's about repetition. I've sent my call sign like 30 times in the last couple of weeks. Just tinkering, not on the air, but just tinkering. So repetition. If I was to send PLSCPY specifically so I can prepare myself to talk to Kyle, I would probably be good at sending that series of letters right now. But anyway, that's what it is. On a work WebEx that I'm not paying attention to. Hey, man, thanks for joining us. That's good. All right, so let's go with Alabama, which is first, which is fitting. Alabama's first. And that is where we were this last weekend. So, AL, gosh, L gets me, it really does. Nope, see that already. There it is, AL. Okay, AL right there. Alaska is AK. Nope, that's wrong. There it is. AK. Arizona is AZ. Okay. Arkansas is AR. Now, AR, and somebody told me, I said this to somebody one time, they said, don't think of it that way. well, this is how my mind works. A and R are opposites because A is dit da and R is da dit. So, yeah. No, it's not. That's A-N. No, I was wrong about that. Okay, A-R is this. A and R and K are opposites. Boy, I screwed that up, didn't I? Okay, so here's A-R. There you go. That's A-R. That's A-R. Okay. Nope. That's AR. Okay, so I made that. I got R and N confused. So okay, there we are, right there. CW is gone. It's like hanging on to a rotary dial telephone. Just no reason to. We have much better digital, reliable modes of communication. David, that is completely incorrect. If you look at the number of people learning CW since they dropped the code requirement from the test in 2006, you'll see there's actually more CW operators today than there's ever been. So the number's actually going up. It's strange how we as Americans take something, and once we're not required to do it by the freaking government, we start doing it anyway. I don't know. There's a lesson in there somewhere, but that statement is incorrect. Just FYI. You don't want to do CW, don't do it. And I'm not going to be one of these hams that learn CW and say, well, you need to learn how CW to become a real ham. No, that's idiotic. People who think that are a detriment to ham radio operators. You know, I love FT8. I love doing code. Okay, or not code, but I love doing keyboard to keyboard stuff. So I'm not replacing my FT8 or my sideband with CW. I'm simply learning a new mode and adding it to my toolbox. There's that. So here we go. All right, so I left off with AR. There we go. Let's see. W5FI. I'm seeing if anybody commented on my screw up of R and AR needs to be sent as a single character. Well, but it's not a single character, so I don't know. There you go. All right, so AS for American Samoa. There you go. California CA. Colorado's CO. Connecticut is CT. Nope, messed that up. Gosh. There you go, CT. Delaware is DE. Nope. That one's hard for me. DE. There you go. District of Columbia. Florida. Now this one gets me because F and L again are opposites in my mind. Don't learn it that way, so I'm told, but F and L are opposites in that mind, in my mind. And I screw this one up. Okay, so F is. Oh, I got it the first time. There you go. I practiced that. I probably practiced FL about 15 times before the camera started rolling. So, but again, it's repetition. It's repetition. So, so yeah. My thingy on how to space internet. How do you hear it? I had the same problem with FNL. Yeah. So that's Anyway, so I'm trying to read the chat. If I missed something, sorry, but yeah. There we go. Took me 3 weeks to nail it. To FNL. Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, I've sent FNL before, but Florida, I don't know if I've ever sent that pro sign before, that abbreviation before. So there you go. Okay. FL, Georgia. Guam is GU. Ooh, I got it. I kept sending GV earlier because U is dit daw, 2 dits and a daw. V is 3 dits and a daw. So it's easy to not let go of that paddle on time. So GU. There's that. Hawaii is evil because it's 4 dits then 2 dits. So I don't know. You can run that together really easily once you get proficient, which much more proficient than I am. There's Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, IA, Kansas, KS, Kentucky is KY. There we go. Wait a minute. Is that Y or did I send Q? I think I sent KQ. Hold on. I get Y and Q confused. Yeah, okay. That's CQ, obviously. Okay, so KY is... Yeah. There you go. KY. There we go. How fast are you sending? I'm picking up patterns. I'm not sending that fast, man. I'm maybe 15 words a minute, something like that. But something that I was told this weekend, because we were talking about a lot of CW and ham radio and different stuff here and there. Something I was told that I'd never heard it put this way before. You can send characters 20 or 30 words a minute, but if you're spacing, you can space them at 10 to 15 words a minute and pick it up a lot better. So my spacing is probably like a minute and a half between each one. not that much, but you know, my spacing is certainly not 20 words a minute, but I'm trying to set my key to 20 words a minute as I hear it, because I listen to those videos at 20 words a minute. I had letters at 20 words a minute, and I'm trying to set my key to match that speed. I mean, there's this keyer doesn't have a 15, 20, 25. It just has like notches. So I've got it at like the 4th notch out of like 12, you know. So this is how fast it'll send. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, homie, don't play that. And this is how slow it sends. Those are dits. Okay, so I've got it somewhere right. That's about how I've got it right there. You did send Q at first. Yeah, I figured that out on my own. Thank you. Satchmo plays. Okay. Oh, you said think of the word "you" as uniform. Well, somebody on the last stream I did said underwear. Underwear. That's, you know, that's better in my mind. So anyway. All right. So where did we leave off? KY. So nope. There it is. KY. Yeah, I get Y and Q confused. I know Q because Q's easy. It's not easy, but you use Q all the time when you send CQ. CQ. So KY is nope. There's KY. Louisiana, LA. Nope. There's that. Maine is ME. That's easy to sound like one letter. MD, Maryland, MD. That was sloppy. MD. Okay. Massachusetts, MA. Michigan, MI. That was sloppy. Minnesota, MN. Mississippi, MS. Sloppy. There it is. Missouri, MO. Nope. If you just sent 5 in a row, that's a 0. So you got to put a space in there a little bit because MO. You sent 5 DAWs in a row, that's a 0. That's not MO. So this is how I mean, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. I'm learning here. I'm just showing you how I'm learning. But I wouldn't send 5 DAWs in a row. I would put a little space between the 2nd and 3rd DAW. MO. There you go. Montana, MT. If I send three DAWs in a row, that's an O. MT is 2 DAWs and 1 DAW. There you go. Nebraska, NE. Nevada, NV. That was a little sloppy. There you go. Nevada. New Hampshire, NH. New Jersey, NJ. I forgot what J was for a second. Okay. New Mexico, NM. New York, NY. Nope. See, I'm screwing up Y. Okay, I got to practice Y. NY. There you go. NY. Okay. North Carolina, NC. North Dakota, ND. Nope, that's wrong. There it is. ND. There we go. Right there. Yeah, I thought the numbers were easy to learn also. And Northern Mariana Islands is CM, Charlie Mike. Okay. I've never written a letter or sent a package to Charlie Mike, so I'm not sure where that is, but there we go. All right, so that's the first 2 rows. Let me check the chat real quick. Yeah, Glenn, don't listen to people like that. I was told that it was not an extra because I didn't have to pass a code test. Yeah. You know that meme that floats around the internet, saying that if someone tells you don't need a new, I think I saw it as a new gun. If someone ever tells you don't need another gun, just remove that person from your life because you don't need that kind of negativity in your life. Or just take that person off your friends list. You don't need that kind of negativity in your life. I've seen it for radios, for cars, Anyway, you don't need that kind of negativity in your life. Yeah, people who think that are, yeah, don't listen to people like that. Learn L, repeat dit, da, dit, dit. The light is lit. The light is lit. Nope. I know what it is in my head. Okay, I know it's dit, da, dit, dit. I know that. And I know that F is dit, dit, da, dit. I know that. Getting it from my head to my fingers is the challenging part. Okay? I know what the L is. Or at least mentally I do. I like if I hear an L by itself, I'm like, oh, that's an L. If I hear L along with 20 other letters, I may not be able to pick out each letter, but I know what an L sounds like. But that's good. The light is lit. That's not bad. So, okay. Good to get you on Park to Park. Oh, yeah. So, M0TTQ Stewart. I worked him. Were you the one, Stewart? Were you the one on it? I worked one guy in England who was on a POTA when I was doing POTA from Montesano. I worked 2 English call signs right in a row. I worked Stewart at M0TTQ, and then I worked a Golf 7 call sign right in a row from Montesano. That was really cool to work 2 European call signs from a POTA spot with 100 watts and a hex beam. Not a wire. 100 watts and hex beam. But, yeah, Stuart, thanks for getting in the logbook, buddy. I really appreciate that. All right, so that's the first 2 rows. We're going to go ahead and keep going. Go to Ohio. Nope. There we go. Okay. Oklahoma. Oregon is OR. That was sloppy. There we go. Pennsylvania, PA. Nope. There it is. Puerto Rico is PR. Yeah, that's right. Puerto Rico's PR. Okay, there we go. Rhode Island, RI. South Carolina, SC. South Dakota, SD. It was a little too slow. There we go. Tennessee is TN. Yeah, there we go. Texas is TX. Oh, what is X? Okay. There it is. There it is. I should get good at that one. Nope. Yep. TX. Right there. Okay. Trusted Territories is TT. I don't know where that is. Trusted Territories. I mean, I kind of know where it is on the map, but I've never shipped a package there to anything with that state abbreviation. So I guess, working at DX entities is good. Are you using a specific method for learning CW? Yes, I'm using the method of trial and error. Okay, so I do it wrong until I do it right. Yeah, that's the method I'm using. I'm not saying that's the way you should do it. I'm not saying that's the way I should be doing it. I'm saying that's the way it's working. Oh boy. Okay. Trusted Territories. There we go. Utah. Vermont. Nope. There it is. Yep. I have trouble tapping a U and a V. I know what they sound like, but tapping it's a little bit. Nope. VT. U. V. U. V. There you go. To someone new like me, that they sound very, very, very similar. VA, Virginia. VI for Virgin Islands. Washington's WA. West Virginia's WV. Okay, that was a little sloppy. There we go. Wisconsin's WI. It was sloppy. Gosh. There we go. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I've heard that Beethoven's Fifth for the V. Yeah. Again, I know what it is, but getting it from my brain to my fingers is what I'm having trouble with right now. That's what it is. I know what it is in my head. There it is. Underwear. Dun 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 dun. There we go. But yeah, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Nope. Y, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Wyoming, Y, W-Y. There it is. Okay. That's, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Times 3 is, that's like 55. Something like 56, I think. So, yeah, includes a few extra ones. Of course, DC is not a state, but it's a entity in the United States, of course. So really, we've got 51, plus the Virgin Islands, plus Guam, plus Puerto Rico, and which I hear stations from Puerto Rico all the time in Texas, but on sideband, I should say. In fact, I've worked Puerto Rico stations from a park in Puerto Rico on POTA before. Down there in Galveston, where we go to Galveston Island State Park to do POTA, you can work Puerto Rico fairly easily from down there. But anyway. The CW guy I talked to at Field Day said keep King until you get it right and then start listening. Well, someone told me, which way was first? So Kyle and I had a small discussion about this at the Hamfest last weekend. Everybody's got an opinion on how you should learn CW. You know, we had 2 or 3 guys. I had 2 or 3 guys come up to me. Hey, you should do this or you should do this, and I'm like, hey, you know what? It's not that you're wrong, and maybe you're not wrong. Maybe you're very right. But about your theory on how to learn CW. But you know what? Everybody learns differently, and just because it worked for you doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody. I don't think there's one right way to learn. And I think if you just hammer it, then you can just keep at it. Just practice, really. The only method you really need is practice. Practice sending, practice receiving. Someone told me that I should listen first before I start sending. And I don't think that's right either. So I don't think I should do one before the other. I'm trying to do both of them at the same time. I get that video by Kurt Zogelman. I'll go pull that up again because I've talked about that on my last streams. I've been listening to that to go to sleep to at night. I started with the one letter video. He just sends random letters, one digit at a time. L, M, Y, Q, R, whatever. And then I got to do pretty good at that. I learned the whole alphabet. He doesn't do any punctuation or numbers in that video. He's got a bunch of videos that does all kinds of stuff. But in that video, it was just single letters. And I got to where I could learn. I knew all those, and I was going back and forth. And I was like, that was good. That's this one right here. Let me switch this screen. So I got to where I was pretty good at that one. And then I started on this one, 2-letter combinations. And this is not, the great thing about this is they're 2 letters that don't go together. So it's like Alpha Echo. Well, that's not a state code, and it's not really an abbreviation for anything, common. So he'll put PT together, and he'll put PX, and he'll put ZY, and just 2 random letters together so that you get used to listening to a letter and then a space and then another letter, which is great for state codes. You can kind of figure it out, state codes, because you should already know what the state codes are in your head pretty much. But he does this with random letters, and I think it's a little bit better because it's like, okay, it's really actually making you listen to the letter and learn what that pattern is for a V, da, and then a X, da, da. So VX, that doesn't mean anything. So I've gotten some use out of that. I've only listened to this one a couple of times. I should give him a thumbs up for that. I've only listened to him a couple of times, but this is the one that I'm focusing on now because I think that's kind of where my learning has gone is this one right here. I'll link this in the chat. Y'all can go check this out, and there we go. So go check that out. You can check out that specific video with the link I just put in the chat. Plus, you can go follow his channel and see what he's doing on his channel. He's got hundreds of videos on everything for CW. All kinds of speeds. 15, 20, 25 words a minute, 30 words a minute, single letters, multiple letters, state codes, random call signs. I think he's got one where he just sends call signs for like an hour. So kind of a neat way to learn. So, all right, let's check the chat. I get a lot of Puerto Rico and LA. Yeah, that's not Puerto Rico's. They've got some good signals down there. Let's see. Yesterday, I did the SKC straight key contest. Listened to the sender send their CQ about 3 times before I got their call. Then I sent my call, copied the exchange, and sent the exchange. Hey, buddy, that's cool. That is good. That's really good. That's really good. So there are YouTube videos of common words. They're learn your pro signs and common abbreviations. Yeah, I'm not worried about the abbreviations yet. I'm really trying to get down the patterns of putting letters together, and then I'll probably go to abbreviations or something like that. Something else I did get to use. Now I didn't get on the air with this, but something else I did get to use, and we were kind of tinkering with it, was POTA, CQ POTA. I was listening to N8YO. He had how most radios you can record your CQ. So if I record it in sideband, I say CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air, Kilo Charlie 5 Hotel Whiskey Bravo calling CQ Parks on the air for Montesano State Park, Kilo 1048 calling CQ POTA and listening. And I'd record that and I'd just send that over and over again. We can do the same thing with most radios on sideband. So he was sending his recorded message and I was listening to it. And the side tone on that K2 is weird. I don't know. It's a weird tone in my ear for some reason. I'm not used to it. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just not used to it. So, but we can send POTA now too. Not that that's hard. There's POTA. Soda. Iota. so. Nope. CQ POTA. KC5HWB. So if I can record that into my FTDX10 and just send that, then everybody coming back to me, hopefully I can learn how to copy people. So eventually one of these days I'm going to do that. Hopefully soon. Hey, Scott, what's up? No, I'm not a member of Long Island CW. I want to join that. I haven't done that yet. People keep telling me to do that. I will eventually. I got to get through with all this traveling I'm doing. I was out of town about a month ago. I was out of town again last weekend, going out of town again tonight, that kind of thing. So, did you say you listen to CW fall asleep to? Well, I don't listen to it to fall asleep, but when I'm in bed at night and I usually do I don't know, 15, 20 minutes of reading at night before I go to sleep. And then sometimes after I'm done reading my book, I'll turn the light off and put the earbuds in my ear and play that video. And I will listen to that until I kind of start nodding off, and then I turn it off and go to sleep. So it doesn't bore me to death, but I do listen to it at night just to kind of relax my mind, I guess. It's hard for me to recognize P2P when someone is at a park to park. So how would you send P2P? Okay, what is a 2? A 2 is... I think that's a 2. So P is... Okay, that's P to P. Yeah, that's P to P. So there you go. Yeah, I can see how that'd be hard to recognize, but that's, I don't know. That's probably, I don't know. I mean, how often do you, when you're at a park calling CQ POTA, how often do you send the park designator? Like if I was to send K1048, I don't know, do you send the dash? Do you just send 1048? Do you send the whole K-1048? I don't know what the dash is. The K1048 would be that's K1048. Now, for POTA, for Parks on the Air, you don't actually have to exchange the park number to make a valid contact. That's why on FT8 you can call CQ from inside the park on FT8 and never tell anyone you're at a POTA. I like to put CQ POTA in my WSJTX so that people know I'm at a POTA, but I never exchange unless I spot myself on the website. There's no way to tell people what park you're at through the WSJTX software. So, but you don't have to. It's not required as part of your POTA log to exchange the park. Most people ask for it in sideband, and I usually use it as part of my calling CQ monologue in sideband. But you don't have to do that because you know what park you're at. When you submit your log, you put the part number into your log, and the hunter, the chaser, doesn't have to submit a log to get credit for your log. So as long as your log has the park number in it, which if you're at the park, hopefully you know what the log is, what the park number is. So as long as you put that in your log and submit it, it really doesn't matter if you exchange it over the air or not, whether it's CW sideband or FT8. FT8, it never gets exchanged because there's no field for it. So do you send the park number on CW? Those of you who do CW over POTA, how do you do that? Now, Kyle kind of answered me. He said, I only send my park when it's a P2P, just K dash, okay, no dash, KXXX, okay. Good. CW operators for POTA do not send park numbers. I bet some of them do. Yeah, park to park. Yeah, the park to park will usually, but again, as long as that guy's logging with his park number and you're logging with your park number, you don't really need to exchange that. It's not part of the required documentation for a POTA log. I was just wondering how people did, but people do it all the time in sideband. I'll call CQ and call CQ, and then I'll start working a pileup, and I just start calling call signs. Station ending in Delta. Station November 5 station come back, and I'll just do that over and over again. And then eventually someone will come back and say, hey, give me your park number again. Sure, yeah, it's Kilo-1048. Oh, okay, thanks. Because they want to know what it is, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that, but it's not required as part of the exchange for them. So they're probably just putting it in their own log just because. Okay, that's cool. I've had people work me park to park on CW, and they haven't told me their park to park done the same in reverse conditions are tough. If conditions are tough, it's only an issue if there are twofers, etc., involved for logging. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. It doesn't have a space for the other park. I don't know what that means. Yeah. K4 SWO always exchanges the park number. Okay. I don't guess I've seen any. I've seen some of his videos on radio reviews and stuff. I watched his video about the USDX radio, but I did not. I haven't seen any POTA videos from him. But there we are. SWO's videos are master classes on how to activate POTA and SOTA. Yeah. I assume you mean with CW. I think I've seen some of his SOTA videos, but I haven't seen any of his POTA videos. So I don't watch his channel regularly, but if I see something come across the feed, come across my feed, I will look at it if it interests me. So, yeah. Hey, James, thanks for joining today. Adam, getting a lot of Puerto Rico up there in Iowa. That's good. Yeah, Puerto Rico's, they've got some good sounding stations. So, anyway, those are the state codes, and it is, two-digit abbreviations, and those are fairly easy to do. Florida was the hardest one for me because it's FL, and again, in my mind, those letters are opposites as far as dits and das go. So, that is my excuse anyway. Tell me in the comments below, and you can put it in the chat, but the chat will go away when the video ends. I mean, you can do the chat replay, but most people don't watch the chat replay. Tell me in the comment, put a comment in the video and tell me what you would like to see. What can I practice on next? Do you want me to just send random call signs? Do you want me to work on sentences? Is there a link somewhere for commonly used abbreviations? I could probably Google it, but what do you guys use for common abbreviations? Like if please is PLS and copy is CPY. And, POTA is technically an abbreviation because you're not going to hammer out parks on the air, all letters, POTA, SOTA, that kind of thing. So what kind of video would you like to see next? And what is a good website you guys used for a list of abbreviations? Because I don't know all the abbreviations. Since I'm not a CW operator, I'm like, oh, I know what please is, and I know what AGN is again, or sometimes people will send, instead of again, they'll send the question mark. Question mark is, that's a question mark. That's like the only punctuation that I know. So I know what a question mark is. There we go. Yeah, back, BT, yeah, like stuff like that. So how kind of, in fact, they send BK. What is it they send at the very end? They'll send BK, or some people just send a K, right? Some people just send a K, I think. Yeah, I don't know. But that is the thing with that. So tell me what you'd like to see next time. Thank you for joining us today. Check the links in the description below for to sign up for the hotspot giveaway that will happen probably sometime early next week, probably next Monday after I get back from the Overland Expo. Those of you who might be going to the Overland Expo show just north of Denver in Colorado, I don't know if there's anybody going up there, or if you live nearby, come see us. I'll be there with Gigaparts. It's going to be a fun time. And I'll have some videos up on my other channel about that. But I'm going to do a ham radio video about it as well. So 73 guys, thank you for joining me today. And everyone go out there. We're having rain in Texas, so it's not hot right now. Wow. That is awesome. So hopefully everybody's having good weather. 73 to all.